The reaction today from Republican senators, as gathered by my colleague Casey Hung, speaks volumes.
Senator McConnell, was what the president did last night the right thing to do? What the president did, the peaceful protesters that were dispersed with tear gas, he then walked across the street to the church. Was that the right thing to do?
Didn't really see it.
Was what the president did last night right? Was what the president did and what unfolded at the White House last night appropriate? Senator Roberts, was what the president did last night at St. John's, was that appropriate? Was clearing the protesters an abuse of power? I'm sorry?
I don't have that time.
I wasn't there, so I didn't see exactly what happened. But I think that he was just trying to make a point. And it's hard in a polarized environment like this. So
You don't have any comment on what happened at the White House last night?
On the what? The gassing of White House protesters. Do they have a right?
I didn't watch that closely enough to know what happened there.
Senator Enzi, are you concerned at all about what happened at the White House last night?
I did not think that what we saw last night was the American right.
Senator Portman, do you think what we saw last night at the White House, was it an abuse of power, what we saw last night outside the White House?
By the protesters, yes. By the violence, yes.
You know, I've heard conflicting things about, well, the president, the Park Service, the Secret Service didn't know that the president was going to come through. So I don't know what the actual facts are. I think those would be useful things to find out.
Perhaps the biggest question after watching all those clips is whether or not the country has the leadership right now to meet this moment. Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.